And your local election headquarters continuing coverage now at noon with one of the most contentious and closely watched presidential races that the nation really has ever seen. Donald Trump, of course, seeking 4 more years to lead this country. Joe Biden hoping to take the United States in a different direction. And because of concerns ranging from COVID-19 to cybersecurity to the U.S. Postal Service, nearly 100 Americans determined to make sure that their vote will be counted, already casting their ballots early before Election Day even started. And for those who hadn't, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, just one of the places where dozens of people were lining up around buildings early this morning. Locally, the Rhode Island Secretary of State's voter turnout tracker shows us more than 61,000 Rhode Islanders have voted so far on this election day. As of 10 this morning, Rhode Island's Board of Election officials reporting all 461 polling places were operational. There were some scattered problems, though, in the first few hours of voting today. And we check in with 12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie with more.
Board of Elections officials say their call center has already taken about 300 phone calls from canvassers and technicians encountering various problems, but it's actually a lower number than in previous presidential election years. Most Rhode Island polls have been open for 5 hours now. Board of Elections Executive Director Robert Raposa says it wasn't a smooth start everywhere.
We had a problem with precinct 2411, which is the Birchwood School in North Providence. It appeared none of their poll workers arrived.
Recruits were called in and the polling place opened about 20 minutes later.
We had 4 polls in the state between Cranston, Warwick, and Providence that had the wrong voting machine delivered to them.
The correct machines were swapped out quickly, but Raposa says they'll be looking into why that happened. Additionally, Raposa says due to the large number of emergency voters, poll pads are taking additional time to sync.
Some of them have not synced to the network, but they are operational. It is not impeding the voting.
As for after the results come in, precautions are being taken nationwide in preparation for potential violent protests over the results. Some businesses even boarded up storefronts yesterday in Providence. Rhode Island Governor Gina Raimondo's press secretary told me the Board of Elections has been preparing for months to ensure that today goes smoothly. We anticipate a peaceful evening. As always, the National Guard and State Police stand at the ready to keep Rhode Islanders safe. In Massachusetts, Governor Charlie Baker put 1,000 National Guardsmen and women on standby last night. I'm Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.
Alex, thank you. And federal authorities are monitoring voting all across the country and any possible threats to the election process that could crop up. Joe Biden visiting his childhood home this morning in Scranton, Pennsylvania, speaking to some of the voters in that key battleground state. President Trump, meanwhile, arriving back at Joint Base Andrews early this morning. Polls show him trailing in many of the states that he won 4 years ago, but the president is feeling confident that he can again reach the magic number of 270 electoral votes.
We want to do it just like last time, but let's give me a little bit more margin than that, if you don't mind. The vast majority of Americans are done with the chaos, the corruption, the failure.
And 12 News political analyst Joe Fleming joined us on 12 News this morning, and he reminded us we may still not know tomorrow the final results and how that could play in each candidate's favor.
I think early tonight, polls in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Ohio closed between 7 and 7:30.
Okay.
Their mail ballots come in really early. So I think what we're going to see is if Joe Biden wins 1 or 2 of these states, it's going to put him in a very good, strong position to win this election overall. We may not know tonight. We may not know till tomorrow, depending on what happens. But it looks like that'll help Joe Biden. Donald Trump needs to sweep those states, win everything he did last time, and also win the state of Pennsylvania.
And here is some new video of voters lining up in Fall River this morning. Polls open today from 8 until 8 p.m. that is, in both Massachusetts and Rhode Island. So if you have not returned your mail ballot, do not mail it. It's too late to do that. Drop it off at one of the secure drop boxes by 8 p.m. tonight. And if you do run into long lines, election officials say that your vote will count as long as you are in line by 8 p.m. And stay with 12 News for all of your local election coverage. Tonight we'll have local updates every half hour starting at 7 p.m. on WPRI.com. You'll also find Tim White and Ted Nesi with a special presentation tonight at 8. And of course, all of your breaking news and election results all night on 12 News and online.